We're going to be doing a training on one of the things that I think is most important to your Mary Kay business, and that's the GenX program. National Sales Director, well, she's now an elite executive national sales director. Pamela Waldrop Shaw came up with this program to help you be the best you can be in your Mary Kay business. And nobody that I've ever known that's done the GenX program month after month after month hasn't become a sales director, earned a car, and even a Cadillac. So GenX was made to help you be the best consultant that you can be. And what I found recently is that even I have GenX spelled out in black and white for you on my website. So many of you are still just a little confused as to what GenX is and how to participate. And here's what I want you to know. I want you to hear me say this. I would rather get a blank sheet, a blank GenX form turned in from you every week, even if it just had one face or 0 faces or whatever. I would rather have something blank turn in every single week than nothing at all. And I really mean that. Because what will happen is that you'll realize that you are being accountable and a track number grows. And accountability is one of the biggest parts of growth in your Mary Kay business. I'm still accountable to my national sales director, who happens to be my senior sales director. And so like this week, she asked us to do an assignment that's not really fun, but I'm doing it anyway. And as a Cadillac director, I had the option to opt out of this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I know it'll make me a better sales director. But I actually have to be accountable for every 30 minutes of my time all week long. And so what it's doing is it's helping me to really see if I'm wasting my time and how I'm spending my time, and let me see if the way I'm spending my time is the best way for my business, for my family, and for all of you as your sales director. So accountability is a great thing. It will only help you to grow and be the best consultant. And if you have a desire for leadership, it'll help you be the best leader that you can be. So let's get back to GenX. GenX was created to help you be successful in your business. And it's really basic. GenX is just literally doing 15 faces in the month. So say this is the month of August, you would do 15 faces for the month of August. That's the first part of the program. The second part of the program is how many career surveys or guest meeting you have. So you would want to have a minimum of 5 of those for the GenX program. And then the last part of that is your wholesale production. Because when you do 15 faces in the month, you should have at least 1,300 in sales for the month. So you would be reordering 650 wholesale. So let's go over that again. GenX, if you want to hit GenX, it is 15 faces for the month, 5 career surveys, that's face-to-face, you and me sitting down with someone like at Starbucks or something like that, or 5 guests to meeting, and then 650 wholesale. And so how you track that is you fill in these sheets, and I'm going to go over those with you in a minute. Now GenX Elite is 30 faces in 30 days, 10 career surveys with me and you and the other person face-to-face or with them at meeting. You bring them to Girls Night Out, and 1 new team member. Because here's what we found, statistics don't lie, numbers don't lie. When you do 5 career surveys, you generally get 1 team member. 4 to 5 career surveys equals 1 new team member. So those are even low numbers, I think, but I know Pam tries to be ultra mega fair, and we found that this really works. So I'm going to go over the sheets with you guys. I don't want this to daunt you or make you afraid. You guys are all really smart people. It is one of the easiest things in the world. So there's different ways to do this. You can download one of these sheets off of my website. They're under New Consultants. It's just under a New Consultant tab right there. It says GenX. You can go to that. You can download this app and save it. You can download this sheet and save it, or you can print it out. So some people prefer to do things different ways. The way I always did it was I saved it to the computer, and every week I would just fill it in. Actually, I would fill it in whatever day that I had something, whatever sale I had, I would write the person's name. So if I had like an individual facial, I would just write down their name. If I had a party, I would just write down their, like, all the names and all the sales. And at the end of the week, you total it up and you put it in here for the week. And so it was new would be any new faces for the week, and then of course reorders for the week, and then your total for the week. So it's just very, very simple, and you just keep track for the whole month. So you can either do that, you know, write it out physically and take a picture of it and send it to me in a text message, or you can save this on your computer and email it to me. Okay, so there's a couple different options there. Both of them work really well, and they're super easy, so you can get them done. But one of the reasons why is that I ask you guys to do this is because it helps me to be able to decipher where you need help, how you might need help, and to show you two patterns of what might be going on. So I'm just going to show you this one GenX sheet here. So for the first week, this person only had $42 in new sales. So I can see here with the faces that she had a $20 sale, 0, 14, and 8. Okay, so that's her $42. She did have $180 in reorders for a total of $222. And as soon as I look at this, I can tell that this is somebody that's working their business part-time because of the amount of faces that are on this sheet, okay? And that's okay, because most people in Mary Kay are part-time. Now, the next week looks really good. Like, I can look at this next week's numbers, and woo, they had a good week, $652. And there's a difference. It went up to $75 for this one customer, $185, $212, another $180. And that's pretty amazing. There's only $75 in reorders that week, but it's still really good. So that's a $727 week. And it looks like it was just one party. And so that's another thing I can say, were those facials, were those parties? You know, I could figure out what you're doing and talk to you about it. And then again, I see here it goes these drop back down to 16, 14, 18, 25, and 35 for a week of $108 in new orders with 260 in reorders for a total of 368. So I asked her, I was like, hey, were these people referrals from that other party? Yeah, they were. So here's what's interesting, what you guys will kind of realize is sometimes, and not always, but most of the time, your referrals will kind of be the same. So like if you had a lot of smaller orders at one party, and the next party will probably also from those referrals may be the same amount of small orders, and if the people have a really good party, their referrals, they'll probably be really high numbers for you too. And that's exactly what happened here, where I see it goes back up to 65, 66, 75, 225, 229. I'm sorry, 299. So that's a queen roll-up bag right there. So that, and so then there's some other smaller facials in here for the month. And so for week 4, she had $932 in new sales, 110 in reorders for a week of 1,042. And so here she filled in her career surveys. This is how you just fill in your career surveys or guest to meeting, where people came week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Super, super easy, you guys. It's not rocket science. And then here's where I think sometimes people get messed up and they just get nervous about this. Don't be nervous about it. Appointments for the month. She did 6 appointments. That was it. 6 appointments for the month. 25 new faces, 6 career surveys, 1 new team member. Her retail sales were $2,359. Her wholesale that she did for the month was $1,100. And she's going for a Sapphire Star. She completed GenX with 25 faces. She could have gotten Elite, y'all. She could have gotten Elite because she had a new team member. And she was 5 faces away. But she was close. I mean, it was still a really, really good. I mean, that was like a kick butt month. I'm sure most people would be happy to make that kind of profit that she did. So, and it just shows how many appointments she has coming up for the month. So this is super, super, super easy. Don't be afraid of this. Um, I had a consultant that I was talking to yesterday say that she said, "Oh, I'm going to finally be able to turn in a GenX sheet to you because I have something to put on it." And I was like, "Girl, that's so exciting. But listen, I want your GenX sheet every week. I don't care if there's nothing on it. Get into the habit of showing it to me. Even if you only have one or two faces, get into the habit of filling that out every Sunday night so that you know what you've done. I just recommend doing it Saturday through Sunday so that your week starts, I guess on the Saturday, like what you would do for, say, this coming week, Saturday. Or, just fill in what you did this whole week from Monday through Saturday. I mean, Monday through Sunday, and you turn it on Saturday. So you should be able to figure out what you've done so far this week. Print out that GenX sheet. Write it all in, what faces you've done, what career surveys you've done, or anything like that. Like if you're bringing guests to meeting, tonight's a Thursday, write it down. Write down tomorrow what your guests came, if they bought anything, and then if they said yes, no, or maybe to the career opportunity. And then if we sit down with them, it actually does count as another career survey for you. So it's just really, really simple. Don't be afraid. Print them out and do some work. I'm going to show you another one from here. Well, actually, I'm not. This one I'll just show you real quickly that this person, I'm not going to show names. This person had a lot. Okay, so they did a lot of career surveys, and then they had a lot of stuff going on. So they had, looks like they have 15 appointments on their books. They did 40 faces, 20 career surveys, 4 new team members, 4660 in income. And so look at those numbers. 2,400 in a reorder. They already had 3,800 in towards their star. So it's really excited. Or their team did 3,800 for the month, and they have 3,600 in towards their star, or 2,600, something like that. So anyway, these are easy. They're not hard. If you want to be really successful, I dare you. I dare you to do the GenX program for 6 months and do GenX Elite and not earn a car. It's not possible. If you do GenX Elite month in, month out, real elite, 30 faces, 30 days, 10 career surveys, 1,000 wholesale, I dare you to see that you will earn a car. So good luck. Do GenX. It is easy. You can do it.